It seems like now that you got your fame, that they're coming back to claim Chicagorilla. So how does that make you feel?
Well, now I just see what what fame does to people. I mean, fame is like a drug, man. When you dealing with so many different people wanting a piece of the pie, or you dealing with people that don't have a say so on your brand or anything like that, it takes you to a level of hatred in a sense. Now, I'm not gonna say that these guys didn't. Well, I'm not even going to say these guys because I don't know the Shabazz brothers personally. But I'm going to speak on Ciroc Shabazz because this is the guy who introduced me to the brand, told me about it, and I've helped him elevate the brand and take it to a whole other level. And he simply, on his own, bowed out. Ciroc is a fireman. He has children. He's a great father. He has another clothing line that he's running right now. He has his own clothing line called Rockstar Fitness or something like that. He's a fit dude. That's what he do. So you could not tell me in any instance he couldn't run the brand and make it successful just as well as I did. He had a bigger platform than I had when he started it. I came on the brand, a part of the brand, to help him build it because of what I knew from a production side of it. Because I knew people that can produce. I knew that people. I know of someone that could help me produce the brand to make it grow. I brought this man, and we talking about low terms too. Like, don't get me wrong. We talking about production, but we talking about somebody that was doing it at a low level in his home. I took Rock to my guy Skrill Wally home, and we was getting the brand done out of his house. This is not only permission. This is, hey, me and you are here together. I see you. You see me. I'm bringing you to my man's house. This is my homie. He sent the vector file to him. He had to reconstruct the vector file because it was so screwed up. The vector file is the logo itself. The logo of the face, the imagery that I'm wearing right now, was not clear. My man's Wally had to reconstruct it. The verbiage, the Chicagorilla name, he had to change the font of it, recreate it to where it's legible and it can read Chicagorilla. While he did all of this, this is not coming from Ciroc or the Shabazz Brothers Incorporated, whoever that is. This is coming from my people. This is also coming from my heart, my generosity, my kindness of saying, hey, I don't want to be able to take over your brand. I want to help you grow this brand. This is why I'm introducing you to my company, to the people who I look at as brothers and as close to me. Like that's exactly what it is, bro. Like I'm not sitting here. I've had threats to me. I've had allegations on I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna do this and that to you. I come from the streets. Those threats don't mean nothing to me, bro. But I have a family and I'm grown, and I know that nothing good will come for me to be able to retaliate off that. So yeah, I went to the police, and for me to have a name out here and a face out there, they can use that to the best of their ability to build and grow off me for anything that I do. So I took the initiative, and I went first because that's what I felt that I needed to do to secure me and my family. And that's just that, man. Like I don't have no issues on hangouts with Rock or whatever. Like I paid Rock when he came to the 1 year anniversary. The 1 year anniversary that we had that I threw, I told Rock like, hey man, I'm getting ready to open the store, bro, for Chicagorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like he had no hangups with that. No hangups. I'm getting ready to open a store. If this is your brand, I'm getting ready to open a store and I'm getting ready to start selling this merchandise. He's like, man, let's do it. I'm gonna see you when the grand opening starts. Cool. After the grand opening starts, he got there late. He was angry when he was there. He didn't do no work. And I still gave him money at the end of that. After we had that, it was in the bathroom because, I broke away from, what I'm saying, all the records or whatever. I went in the bathroom. We broke bread together and I told him, like, man, this is what we made tonight. We bust our asses and we worked all night. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Kevin and Wally, that's it. We worked. But still in all, this is your cut. I said, man, come Monday morning, we're gonna be back in here, bro, and we need to work together. He didn't show. Weeks later, he did not show to Lacuna Lost, 2150 Canalport Avenue, 3B10, where I'm currently at right now with Chicagorilla, like a warehouse storefront. This is where I'm at. This is where I produce the brand at. He hasn't been there at all. So I'm taking liberty into my mind to think that he doesn't want any peace, or he doesn't even want to be a part of what we've created as a team. I'm not putting him out. I'm not I'm not shunning him. I just taking initiative in my mind to think that, hey, he don't want to be a part of it. Because everything that we've created, this is right here. This is not going anywhere. This is like putting a station right here. That's stationary. This is not moving. And you taking somebody and say, hey man, I'm gonna be right here at this point in time. I'm gonna be right here, and I want you to meet me here, and we're gonna grow this brand together as a team. Something that you did, I'm gonna be right here. I put the money up, no big deal. But I want you to be right here, and we're gonna grow this brand together right here. He didn't show.
Moving forward, I want to commend you, brother, for the way you handled the situation. You took the mature route. I know after receiving all these death threats and all this negative energy, I know that must have a not so good impact on your family. So how does your family feel about what's going on?
To be honest with you, I haven't really told my family exactly what I'm dealing with. As a man, I like to deal with it on my own. Now, God's good graces, I'm good right now. But if something happens to me, I'll be devastated to not be able to tell my family what I was dealing with on the back end. But I've lost a whole family. I've lost my aunt, cousins, plural. I've lost my father. I know how to deal with certain situations from the street on my own. I know how to deal with it. But I've also learned how to deal with it in a way that it's legal, and it's a process that I wouldn't have to eliminate myself, eliminate my family, my business partners if I tried to handle it myself. So I took the legal approach to go to the law enforcement to say, hey, I'm dealing with a certain situation. It's uncomfortable to me. I know it'll be definitely uncomfortable to my family, but I want to let you all know that I'm dealing with this situation. And if anything was to come of this, you all know first. So I went to law enforcement for that particular reason.
This is a kind of a crazy situation because by you being from Chicago and you know how things come, like you know what type of situation we is in our city. So like, how does that make you feel when the producers of the show invited these brothers up here for confrontation? You listen to their interview and their statement. They said your producers invited them up here to crash your party, and this could have went way left, and things could have happened. And, I want to get your take on that.
Well, unfortunately, man, when I signed that contract, man, I knew that I was going to be in a lot of heat. I knew that anything would maybe to come of this, maybe good or bad, positive or negative. But when those guys actually got to that building and I didn't have wind of it, and when I found out through another source that they was there, I almost felt like that was backstab because I work for this company. They didn't tell me anything, but that's their job to produce surprises. That type of surprise would have been a surprise that could have probably unfortunately ended the show or whatever. Something bad, horrible could have came out of that. So I was upset about it, but by the grace of God, nothing happened, and we was able to move forward from that particular situation. So the way that I came apart to the brand, it was fitting. The way that it is now is upsetting. But like I said, I have not pushed Ciroc out. Still a part of the brand. If you want to come talk to me as a man, you can do that. I don't want to deal with your brothers. I can deal with you because essentially I was the person who actually talked to you about the brand in the very beginning. So as a man, you know where I stay. You got my number. It hasn't changed. we can deal with it as men. Other than that, I have nothing else to say, brother. Especially to the Chirac brothers, Shabazz brothers, whatever you want to call yourself.
Well, Van, man, I appreciate you blessing us with this interview, man. Wish you much success. You got anything you want to leave with the people?
God bless everybody, man. Persevere through it all. There's gonna be times that you feel like you're at your complete lows. There's gonna be some times that you're in your complete highs in your life. Just know the ledge, have knowledge to know the balance. That's it.